Okay, welcome to the Philly Fox and Danny D Eagles podcast. That's the star of the show, Philly Fox, and I'm your host, Danny D. And we are coming to you from our Eagles perch in the Ed Bobko Memorial Studios in beautiful Morristown, PA. Today we are going to break down and give our take on Wildcard Weekend, Eagles and the Packers. All right, so Eagles start out by Packers are going to get the ball. Eagles kick off, and first thing,
Burks hits Nixon and forces a fumble.
oh man, yeah, and then Trot Jr. Recovers it, but then there was a booth after a booth review.
They deemed that the Eagles recovered it.
Yeah, and that what a play, right? Let's just stop a second. That was game changing right off the bat. I mean, I don't know if helmet to helmet's a penalty or anything, but I don't know how neither one of those guys got hurt. And then Nixon actually kind of got the ball back, right? He seemed like he was able to get it, but Trot Jr. went in there
and wrestled it
away. Man, I'll tell you what, he's definitely doing his dad proud, being the namesake there, right?
Right.
Okay, so now the Eagles have the ball on the
28-yard line.
28-yard line, and first and 10.
Barkley gets the handoff for 16 yards.
16 yards. What a run to the left. I mean, what a nice way to start the game. You guys called it. You and Andrew called it. Let's start the game with a run. Okay, and then on 2nd and 9.
A touchdown to Dodson.
Yeah, what a sweet pass. Jalen made a great read on that, had plenty of time, and kudos to Dodson, right? That's probably his
first touchdown in his first career playoff game.
And he gets a touchdown. I mean, that's great. And I think all that work last week either put more confidence in him or Jalen in him, even though it wasn't Jalen playing. But that him getting all those targets last week paid off. And so now then after a Elliott extra point,
Eagles lead 7-0.
7-0. What a way to start the game. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, right? Okay, so now Packers get the ball and they start on the 20.
Yep.
Okay, and then on 1st and 10,
C.J. Gardner-Johnson drops a pick.
Yeah, okay, and then after a first down to Kraft.
So Nolan Smith sacks Love and Green Bay punts.
Yeah, there's that guy, Nolan Smith. Okay, number 3, I'm just going to say, number 3 again. And then Green Bay punts. All right. So now the Eagles get the ball on the 30, and we got a Barkley.
17-yard run to open up the drive.
17-yard run, okay. And then Jalen has a nice run.
For a first down.
And he slides. And which was nice to see. Okay, after that concussion, we want to make sure that he's doing that. All right. And then we got what we have to after that? It was Schmitty.
Schmitty got a first down.
Schmitty got a first down, but the drive stalls.
And an Elliott 31-yard field goal was good.
Yeah, okay, man, we're already up 10-0. Okay, in the first quarter. People say we can't score in the first quarter, right?
Well, that narrative got squashed.
Yeah, that got squashed before, but I mean, again, now we squashed it for the playoffs, so good way to start. Okay, and so now Green Bay gets the ball.
At the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line. And then on 2nd and 7.
Slay intercepts Love.
Oh, man. I mean, come on. How does it get any better? I mean, offense, defense, interceptions, fumble recoveries. I mean, there was a little bit of
incidental contact on the play.
Yeah, but there was a little bit of acting going on there, and they were just both going to ball. There was no chance that they should have thrown a flag on that. Okay, so now the Eagles have the ball on the 22.
Yes, and then they hand it off to Barkley when it's 3rd and 12.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore was under fire for that call.
Yeah, 3 and out. I mean, 3rd and 12. I don't know. I mean, I guess he thought he was gonna.
Like to catch him off guard.
Catch him off guard or something like that. Usually when somebody does that on 3rd and 12 and they run the ball, usually it's when you're trying to set up a field goal or something and you're trying to keep the ball in the middle of the field to give your field goal kicker a better chance or whatever. I don't think he was doing that for the punter, but, I don't know. Anyway, so they punt the ball and then Green Bay gets the ball on the
44-yard line.
44-yard line. Okay, and then there's a pass to Reed on third down and short.
Yes, and the Packers do their version of the tush push with tight end Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, which is I gotta admit, man, that's pretty creative. You're using you're not
Using Love.
right. You're not using Love, right, but you're also using a guy that's bigger and stronger. I mean, he's a big dude.
We got like 5 extra yards after the first down, like he was carrying guys with him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to applaud it. I don't like that it's successful. I wish they hadn't figured it out, but give them credit. Okay, and then Love scrambles, but he came up short, right?
First down.
Yeah, short on the first.
Then they tush push it with Love this time, and he gets it.
And this time he gets it. Okay, but unfortunately for them,
the drive stalls.
Yeah.
And then they missed the 38-yard field goal to boot.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good for
the
us.
Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so nothing is going right
For the Packers.
For the Packers so far. So yeah, great start of the game so far.
The Eagles start at their own 28.
Then the Eagles start in their own 28. Okay, so Hurts scrambles.
Well, he's just short.
He comes up short, and it's a
then
3 and
punt.
out. Yeah, 3 and out and punt. Okay, Packers get the ball
At the 29.
at the 29
But a holding penalty wipes him back to the 19.
to the 19. Okay, then Reed gets a catch
For a first down.
for a first down after some missed tackles.
But then there's another holding penalty the very next play.
Yeah, so they're down, and then it's first and 20. Kraft makes a catch, right?
Gets half of it back.
Gets half of it back to second and 10, and they were moving the ball, it looked like, and
Then Love threw an interception to Bond.
who
returned it to the Packers 45.
Yeah, our man Zahn, right?
Yes.
My new name for him, Zahn.
Yes.
Okay, and then he returns it to the Packers
45.
45. Okay, so now then what do we got here? 3rd and 4, right?
And Jalen throws behind AJ.
Yeah, it wasn't his best pass of the day.
But the coverage was tight.
Yeah, the coverage was tight. It was going to be a hard catch to make, and maybe he threw it to the only place
Where AJ could catch it.
where he thought AJ could catch it and nobody else could. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that, and we don't need to nitpick every single throw. Nobody's perfect. All right, so then after the punt,
As the Packers kneel down, the half is over.
yeah, the end of half, and the Eagles are up
10-0.
10-0. Okay, so just to surmise a little bit of the first half, pretty good first half, right?
Well, 10-0. That's pretty good.
I mean, as far as the score, I feel like we should have had more of a score. But if you want to look at the individual highlights, I mean, between the fumble recovery, the interceptions, touchdown passes, some good runs by Barkley and by Jalen, spreading the ball around. Good first half. Okay. So we got the
Eagles receiving the second half kickoff.
Right, Eagles getting the second half kickoff. Okay, so Eagles unable to get a first down, and they punted to Green Bay.
Yes, and then the pass to Jacobs out of the backfield for a first down to start the drive.
Yeah, and then we had a bomb.
To Yante Wicks.
Yante Wicks, and it was a nice catch. That was for 30 yards, I think.
It was to the Green Bay 30.
Oh, it was to the Green Bay 30. Okay, but anyway, it was a nice catch. I hate to give kudos to the Green Bay, but it was a nice catch. Then, unfortunately,
Mitchell gets a PI near the end zone, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Right. And but luckily for us,
Yes, the defense steps up, Mitchell included.
yeah, and he overthrows.
Melton in the end zone.
Yeah. So, but Packers get a field goal. 26-yarder.
Makes it 10-3.
Yeah, so kudos to Mitchell. I mean, he got the penalty, which was kind of debatable one way or the other, but it doesn't matter. But he made a couple good plays afterwards, and the defense held them to 3 points. Wonderful job by them. Okay, so now Eagles get the ball
At the 32.
at the 32. Jalen rolls left.
And hits Smitty for 28 yards.
28 yards for a first down to the Packers 33. Okay. And then he goes back to Schmitty.
For 9 more yards.
9 more yards. And then here comes
It's a Goddard with the stiff arm touchdown of the year.
Oh man, what a play! What a play! What, 3 stiff arms that look more like punches? I mean, it was. This is a stiff arm. This is what he was doing, man. He was punching them. I mean, he was doing it so fast. Tom Brady only counted 2. It was 3. Tom Brady, okay? Yes. It was 3.
Yes.
Yeah, and then God takes it in for a 21-yard touchdown. Yeah, gotta love that. Unfortunately,
what
though,
we don't love is Elliott missing the extra point.
Man, we don't love that at all. We don't love that at all. We still love you, Jake. We still love you, but you can't leave points on the field, okay? Yes. You got to make those, especially extra points. Yes. All right. So now Packers get the ball on the 22. And we got
Jacobs first down.
Yeah, gets a first down on 1st and 10, and then on the next play,
Reed gets a first down, but he shook up on the play.
He shook up, and had to come out.
And Wicks gets another first down. And then Jacobs just has a big one run, like 41 yards or whatever.
Yeah, I mean he was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. I mean all the way down, and we thought it was a touchdown. But his
knee was down at the 1.
He was, so it ended up being 1st and goal. And
at
then
the 1.
Yeah.
And then, he was stopped initially, but on the second effort, he got the touchdown.
Right. Which, you know what? I mean,
credit to him,
Credit to him, and you got to love that they gave it back to him and let him get the touchdown and get the score since he didn't get it. And so now we got score
16-10.
16-10. I'm not liking it. I got to tell you, I'm not liking it, but hey, what are you going to do? I mean, what I'm not liking here is that 6 instead of the 7, okay? Yes. Now, because a touchdown does what?
It would give them the lead, assuming they make the extra point.
Assuming they make the extra point, right. So, Jake, this is why you need to make those extra points. All right, so let's move on. All right, so the Eagles get the ball
at the 30.
At the 30, okay. On 1st and 10.
Goddard makes this one-handed catch like this.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's just amazing. I mean, he's punching with the hands. He's catching with one hand. I mean, this guy just does everything, okay. So, and then we got on 3rd and 1. Yeah.
A fake tush push.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen that play before.
Unfortunately, Hurts misses AJ. He overthrows him.
Yeah, he overthrew him. I don't know. I mean, the ball went past him. Did he overthrow him? Did AJ
not run the wrong route?
Yeah. And his knee's bothering him a little bit. His knee's bothering him. I hope I hope he gets a lot of rest this week. I got a feeling he's not going to be taking a lot of reps in practice, which isn't going to hurt him. AJ doesn't need reps. AJ just needs to.
Heal up.
Yeah, heal up and feel good. Yep. But then on 4th and 1.
The real tush push, and they get the first down.
And they get the first down. Okay. And then in 1st and 20, after a holding play. Okay.
Well, Smith gets a grab.
Yeah, gets a grab at the 16. Yep. And then on 3rd and 13.
Well, Jalen runs it, but he takes an unnecessary hit.
Yeah. He should have went down. Should have definitely went down. Felt like he was trying to get to the sidelines. Whatever it is he was trying to do, Jalen, don't do it anymore, okay? You got to go down. You should have been doing it before, but you got to go down now. We need you, and we don't need you getting hurt unnecessarily. And the last thing, not just body-wise, but the concussion, man. So take care of yourself. All right. And then we got a
Elliott 30-yard field goal to extend the lead to 19-10.
Yeah, now I'm feeling better. This is to be honest with you, I mean, other than after individual plays, this is the first time I'm really feeling comfortable that, with the score. I'm figuring now with the way our defense is playing, I'm feeling really, really good. Okay. So then Packers get the ball and they return it
to the 20-yard line.
To the 20-yard line, okay. And then we got Jacobs again.
On a first down pass, he converts.
Yeah. They've been using him a lot out of the backfield. He's definitely multiple threat, not just a threat to run. He's definitely a threat out of the backfield. But then on third down.
3, he got stuffed.
Yeah, he was stuffed. And then on 4th and 3.
Well, Heath caught the ball, but he landed out of bounds.
It was out of bounds, so they turned the ball over on downs to the Eagles. And we got a couple of Barkley runs. Yep, and then it resulted in a
Elliott 32-yarder.
32-yard field goal.
22-10.
And now the score is 22-10. Wonderful. Okay, and now we're feeling really, really good. I mean, 12 points. I forget how much time was left here, but yeah, not much left, and we're feeling good. Okay, so now they kick off to Green Bay, and they get the ball on the 21. And so on 3rd and 19, there was that check down to Wilson.
Out of the backfield.
Yeah, yes. It was a nice gain. Looked like they were trying to put a drive together there. But on the next play,
Mitchell redeems himself with an interception.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, in the end zone, and that ends it for the Packers.
Yes.
Yep. So the Eagles get the ball on the 20, and then on 2nd and 6.
Barkley runs for the first, but he just takes a knee.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he broke it, man. He could have. Who knows? He might have went to the house on that, or definitely a really big gain. But he decided to take a knee for the team. Smart move by him. Shows again why he's a team player. Yeah, absolutely. To run out the clock, and game over.
Yes.
Yep. And final score
22-10.
22-10. Wildcard weekend. We got a playoff win. And unfortunately, though,
Kobe Dean got injured.
Yeah, unfortunately, he got injured. I mean, that's the one downside of the game. Feel so sorry for the young man. He's battled injuries before. Was part of that group of the guys from Georgia that people were saying that maybe they drafted these guys based on their reputations or off how good the team was, and every one of those guys is panning out. He played a lot. I think I told you this. He played a lot in the last preseason. Well, you know that. He played a lot in the last preseason game, right?
Yes.
And what does that usually mean when you play in the last preseason game?
In the roster bubble?
Well, yeah. Actually, when you're playing there, that means that you don't have a spot. He was playing for a spot. He was actually playing for hopefully to get picked up by another team if he got cut. So he not only played his way onto the team, but then became the play caller on defense. So he's going to be missed a little bit, and we'll talk about how Zach Zahn is going to be picking up the slack on that when we do our preview and everything. So game balls. Okay, let's go with that. Who are we going to give it to on offense? I think I know where you're going with this.
But Goddard.
Yeah, God did a hell of a job today. Punching, out there and with his stiff arms and then the one-handed catch. The guy's been on fire since he's come back off of injury. We really missed him. We didn't know how much we missed him until he actually came back. Okay, and then how about defense? I know where you're going with this one, too.
Nolan Smith, he was just causing havoc in the backfield, making life hard on Love,
Yeah, I love number 3, man. We've been calling his name a lot the past few games and, through the season. He's just had a really good year. But he's just been coming through and down the stretch and then now in a playoff game. Wonderful, wonderful job by him. And individually, not too much to talk about with the coaching staff. Obviously, the defense played great, so obviously Vic did a good job. Kellen did a good job for the most part, right? I mean,
that one play to Barkley is like the only one that we can really nitpick.
Yeah, and you know what? And you got to give him the benefit of the doubt that he had a good reason for doing it, So, I think that's going to do it for today. So you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. And remember, if you don't hate us,
like us.
Yeah. And then you can subscribe, and follow so you don't miss an episode. And wrap it up.
Fly, Eagles, fly.